A lot of people are talking about trauma, but most miss the impact of child emotional neglect. This is often referred to as the invisible relational trauma, but can be just as impactful as abuse and assault in resulting in adults who feel unworthy, fear commitment and intimacy, and rely on the deep-seated belief that we need someone else to complete us. Here are 5 things that you need to look out for as an adult if you think that you've experienced child emotional neglect. First, a pattern of dating people who are inconsistent and unavailable. These mixed messages often feel like the childhood abandonment that we survived as kids, and it is familiar. We find comfort in that familiarity, even if it continues to be painful. Second is adopting the personas or hobbies of our partners. Those who experience abuse and neglect often have a lack of self-connection, and adopting those interests of our loved ones is often an attempt to connect. Third, it's very difficult for the survivor to believe that people love us. This was not possible in our childhood, so it feels like a setup for disappointment. Fourth, much greater comfort with sexual intimacy than emotional intimacy. This is because kids who experience emotional neglect often don't learn how to create emotional intimacy, and it can feel very threatening, and instead will trade out for sexual intimacy as the only way to get very close to somebody. And fifth, being over-focused on what your partner is thinking. Kids who grow up with child emotional neglect learn to connect their hypervigilance with empathy for other people in trade for what they want and need themselves. This results in what is commonly recognized as folks who think they are empaths or overthinkers or people pleasers, when they're really people who have been conditioned to trade connection with other people and looking out for their feelings rather than prioritizing our own self-love.